What's good in the hood, my Nerderonians? Nerderon reporting in, and welcome back to another reaction video. This, however, will be my Halloween special reaction video. And I have a very special treat for all of you. That's right. So, today, we're going to be reacting to a special little video that I heard about from one of my friends on Twitter, NicolasCharron's, otherwise known as Legends of Remnant. You may have heard of him. Anyway, today, what we're going to be reacting to is RWBY Grimm OC's Halloween Special Part 2. The reason I didn't react to Part 1 was because I'm just stupid and didn't get there in time. Sorry, kiddies. But, to make up for that, and to make this Halloween special extra special, I brought in a little special something. That's right, my very own homemade Adam Taurus Grimm mask. Yep. I made this for a cosplay that I did at, I think it was Anime Expo a couple of years back, and it was absolutely sick. Went to a RWBY panel, had some very fun interactions with other cosplayers, and it was all around a great time. And believe it or not, I actually can see out these little slits here. Alright, so, without further ado, let's get into it. Mask is on, full screen, play.
Hello again, inferior internet interlopers. I am your host, Ferocity!
Hello, Ferocity.
In the last installment of this video series, I made some insight into what creative horrors the RWBY fandom has conjured up. Well, I must apologize for not being able to include all submissions. I do thank you for trying, as is always next year.
Indeed, there is always next year.
To continue on from last time, we have Senshi's Grimm.
Oh.
Furies. The name is taken from Greek mythos and behaves somewhat similar to sirens. Their appearance are similar to harpies, with their faces similar to the knuckles and circular mouths that have several rows of teeth. Kinda like some worms do. Ooh. They release this melodic sound that induces wrath. Even the slightest sense of frustration or anxiety will rapidly spiral into blinding rage, and even to the point of turning on those they care for. They are fast-moving and hunt in packs of 3. They like to watch people turn on each other, and when the people are worn out, they bite the heads off of their victims with their mouths. The Furies are actually, well, ferocious.
Yang, where are you?
Their actual combat power is weak, and their only real means of attack are their talons, which they often use to pick people up or snatch their weapons. They are highly intelligent and can understand human speech,
Cat's trying to get at my
although
water.
they can't speak themselves. I will not lie, Senshi. You are very devious. I kinda like the apathy for their sense of draining the sense of care and love from people. But there is nothing more satisfying than watching people turn and betray each other. It's amazing, really. What a wonderful world we live in. Moving on to Jaybird's Grimm. These are sort of Freddy Krueger style Grimm.
Ooh.
Again, the Wendigo.
I love it.
Now the Wendigo, they seem to be very popular in this series. I guess people want to see a rendition of the Wendigo in the actual show.
What can
but I must say, out of all of the designs for the Wendigo, this one might be my personal favorite.
Understandably.
And to be honest, a Grimm that can counter people in their sleep and in their dreams. Of course, it all makes sense. Although, I would have to say, people would draw parallels to Freddy Krueger very often.
Well,
But
how
what
could
do
they
I
not?
know? I'm just your average serial killer out for blood.
Just your average serial killer out for blood, eh?
Now then, moving on to Sienna Weaver's Grimm. Chaos. The hybrid's name is Chaos, and it was created by
Hybrid?
Salem to be an evil counterpart of the normal Armagigus, but it's smaller, faster, and
What's
agile
an
than
Armagigus?
its normal counterpart. And it also has
Tell me what an
retractable claws
Armagigus
that
is in the
twice
comments.
times as sharp than a katana. It has its wings of an evermore, which can make it fly and shoot its very sharp feathers like bullets from its wings.
Ooh.
Well, you know, funny enough, my counterpart knows Sienna Weaver quite well. And in
Really?
knowing her, she is quite creative when it comes to making atrocities such as the Grimm. Props off to you, Sienna. Excellent job designing this creature. I might just
I'll
add it to
definitely be
my
checking these people out.
personal collection.
Whenever he starts camping,
Now,
I can't
moving
help
on
but
to
join
Role
in.
Player 10, or Kiritok 10. The Basilisk.
Hey, that's me!
It's a B-class
That's
threat
me!
level.
On Twitter!
The animal base is based on a Japanese dragon, stag, or snake. Its appearance is a long, black, Japanese dragon-like creature with bright red eyes, 4 legs, stag-like antlers, spines on the end of its tails, armor on its head, with an eye pattern on
This is
it,
sick, dude.
12 claws, snake-like fangs, and dragon-like teeth. Its armor, along its spine and theorem of large scales, a single piece on its head, relatively thin armor in comparison to that of a Deathstalker. Its average size seen as 8.5 feet long. The variants of the basilisks are alpha basilisks. They possess longer fangs, have seen to grow up to 15 feet long, and their mouths possess strips of pink flesh that curve to the corners of their mouths and up into a permanent and nightmarish grin. Now, for behavior-wise, well, the smaller, younger basilisks generally hunt in groups of 3 to 5, but the older, more powerful and intelligent basilisks seem to prefer to hunt alone or in pairs of 2. Its attack patterns are as follows. It mesmerizes its prey with a series of stares and slow saying motions when fighting on one-on-one, then moves in for quick and powerful strikes, scratches, bites, lunges, constriction, and can fire its spines from its tail as projectiles. Its strength, but it lacks in armor. While it isn't the strongest Grimm, it makes up for this with its patience, speed, and agility, making it noticeably harder to hit than most Grimm. It has very sharp senses of smell and hearing. Its weaknesses: it possesses higher, lighter... Blah. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's just... I woke up on the wrong side of the coffin this morning. So, its weaknesses:
I apologize for any
it
bad
possesses
writing.
lighter armor than most Grimm, because it has evolved to rely on agility and speed. It has poor eyesight also in extreme darkness, though it makes up for this with its sense of smell and hearing. Additional notes: it has been labeled by many townsfolk as a hunter-class Grimm because of its sharp sense of smell. Its ability to react to enemies with such a remarkable speed, plus the eye pattern on its head armor, has sparked a few rumors and legends that the Basilisk has the ability to see the future. I will not lie, Kirito. I actually very much like this Grimm indeed. Although,
thank you.
there's one thing I must critique on. It's that the basilisks, they have a tendency to be very similar to the King Taijitsu, but I do not care at all. These things
Thank
are
you.
horrifying, and that's all I need, truthfully.
That's not even the
I'd
worst
rather
of
like
them.
to see the Grimm that can see into the future. Imagine, upon its defeat, it reveals the future to its victim, whether it may be a bleak one, or it could be... Well, I can't possibly imagine a Grimm that can tell you the future will reveal only the good parts of your future. But regardless, Well done, my friend.
I'm flattered.
Excellent. And now, we move on to the last Grimm that Roleplayer 10 has given us, the Quarrying. Every culture has its tale of shapeshifters, creatures that change their shape at will to fool those around them.
I love
Remnant
this.
is no exception to this age-old tradition, for among the vast species of Grimm that roam the shattered world, there lives a creature shrouded in myth and mystery, the Quarrying. Little to nothing is officially known about this monster, like all monsters of Remnant, other than its primary and most dangerous ability. See, while other similar variants of Grimm, like the Apathy, attack their prey by attacking their minds, the Quarrying takes a more, shall we say, poetic approach to assume the shape and face of its victim's deepest, darkest desire. But do not be mistaken, for this power does not work in the way you may assume. For the Quarrying's body never truly changes, it simply makes it look like it has. The Quarrying also seems to have an understanding of human behavior and habit, as it fully exploits these traits and uses them to further the effectiveness of its deceptive powers. The Quarrying's preferred method of killing its prey is to take the form of someone the prey holds dear, getting close, and skewer them through the belly with their long, sharp claws before they even have a chance to realize their deceit. If you can, avoid engaging this Grimm at all costs, or it may just be the last thing you ever do. Well, I must say, with the design and the description you have given us, I must say, roleplayer, you've certainly outdone yourself since the last one. Bravo! Bravo! Give the gold prize winner a prize medal or something!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Well, I'm afraid this concludes the list of Grimm that OC's... Bleh. I'm afraid this concludes our beautiful October month of RWBY content. I thank you all for coming along, although I must say, I am very, very amped up to share with you some more horrifying Grimm creatures in the future, not just throughout October, but throughout the entire year.
I'll be sure
May
to
you all
contribute.
have a wonderful year this Halloween.
I
Be
will.
prepared,
You
however.
too.
I am always one step away. Cheers.
Hey, that's mine too. I call that one an anchor. Well. Thank you so much, Nicholas, for showing off and giving me those excellent compliments and shoutouts. Truly every YouTuber's dream to be recognized and celebrated by others, is it not? Well, Nicholas, if you ever have any original Grimm of your own, or just original characters in general, feel free to share them with me on my own channel or on my Twitter, and I perhaps could do a review on yours as well. Anyway, that's going to do it for this Halloween special. If you guys enjoyed this reaction video, give the like buttons out a big old slap for me, and if you're not already subscribed to mine or Nicholas's channels, I will leave a link down in the description and at the end of the video. Have a very happy Halloween, everyone, and I will see all you lovely people in the next video. This is Nerderon, signing off.